CSS stands for cascading style sheets. Okay, CSS stands for cascading style sheets. Using CSS, cascading style sheets is a cascading style sheets is a style sheet language and used for describing the look and feel of a HTML document. Okay, cascading style sheet is a style sheet language and used for describing the look and feel of a HTML document. Okay, describing the look and feel of a HTML document. For example, you can provide colors, background images or background colors, okay, busy colors, and height of the document and width of the document, height, width, and many more features is there. So we can provide the colors and backgrounds, okay, for HTML elements like paragraph, div element, text boxes, or anything. We can provide the background colors, okay, background images, padding, and margin, okay, border colors, border styles, font styles, okay, so font formats, so all these things we can provide using CSS. In CSS, using CSS we can apply styles for HTML document in 3 ways. Okay, using CSS we can apply styles for HTML document in 3 ways. 3 ways is, first one, external style sheets, and second one is internal styles, and the third one is inline styles. So these are the 3 ways we can provide the styles for the HTML documents. So external style sheet is external style sheet is ideal when the style is applied to many pages. when the style is applied to many pages. Suppose if you wanted to change background color of our paragraph, background color for paragraph. So just we can change style in external file, so that it will reflect the entire application. Okay, once you change in style sheet, so it will reflect entire application. So with external style sheets, you can change the look of a, so you can change look of an entire application. Okay, entire application. So for syntax for external files, external style sheets, so this is not the syntax for CSS, just the syntax for external style sheets. So we can call this external style sheets in head section. Okay, in HTML document we have head section. So in this head section we can call this external style sheets using link tag and href attribute equal to and path for style sheets, and type is txt css. So in HTML5 no need to define type. So if you want to define type, you can define. And next rel attribute style sheet. Okay, this is the syntax for external style sheets. So using this line, so we can call the style sheets external style sheets. Second one is internal style sheets. Internal style sheets. Internal style sheets. So these style sheets, these styles needs to put in the head section. So just we can write these internal styles in head section only. Okay, head section of HTML page, and using style element, we have to use this style element to write the internal styles. So in HTML document you can define anywhere in HTML document style sheet, style tag. In a head section or in body section we can define style tag. syntax is in head section, okay, use style element to write the styles HTML documents. Or we can write, we can use this style element in body section also, or we can write in body use style tag. Okay, between these two, starting tag and end tag, we have to write the CSS properties. So suppose if you want to apply background color for paragraph, okay, background color for paragraph. So for example, we have one paragraph here, paragraph ID is P1 and sample content in paragraph. Okay, so you can write style for the paragraph P1 and background color, okay, red. So like this we can write the internal styles. Inline styles, and third one is inline styles. So inline styles is a piece of code. Inline styles, inline style is a piece of code, small piece of code. So we have to write inline styles in styles in style attribute of HTML element. So in HTML element we have style attribute, so use style attribute to define the inline styles. So for syntax, so this is very simple syntax. Suppose we have one paragraph, okay, sample paragraph. I want to apply background color and text color for this paragraph, so use style attribute. Okay, for any HTML element we can use style attribute, and background color blue, and text color is white. Okay, white. So this is the syntax for inline styles. So just we can use style attribute and define CSS properties. So this is the background color property, and this is the text color property. So these are the three ways to define the CSS styles for HTML document: external style sheets, internal style sheets, inline styles. And next, the main important concept is selectors in CSS. Selectors in CSS. In your real time also, we have to use these CSS selectors to apply the styles to the HTML documents. So using selectors, we can apply CSS styles to the HTML elements. So selectors are three types. Selectors are three types. First one is element selector, element selector. Second one is ID selector, and third one is class selector. So these are the three types of the CSS selectors. Using these three selectors, we can apply styles for HTML elements. First one is element selector. So element selector. Element selector selects elements based on the element name. So this element selector selects elements based on element name. And second one is ID selector. The ID selector selects elements selects elements based on element ID and apply styles with the specified ID of the element. Apply styles for element with the specified ID. And third one is class selector. The class selector selects elements with a specific class attribute. Specific class attribute. So these are the three selectors So the main important selectors in CSS. So I will show the one example for element selector and ID selector class selectors. So I'm using Visual Studio for editor. Adding one sample HTML form. Okay, sample dot HTML. So HTML form is created. This is not sample. Element selector. Element selector dot HTML. Suppose we have 2-3 paragraphs in our HTML document. So I want to apply same styles for all these paragraphs. So we can use element selector to apply same styles for all paragraphs. Sample paragraph and same another paragraph. So 3 paragraphs is there. So use style attribute. Okay, these are the internal styles. Use element name directly P. Okay, so this is the element selector. Element selector selects elements based on element name. Okay, so this is the element name P. So I'm writing CSS styles for paragraph. Use element name. Background color. Okay, you can use any background color here, so it will get the color code. And next, color is text color is triple F is white color. So run this example. So all paragraphs apply the same styles. Okay, so using element selector we can apply same styles for our elements in our HTML document. Okay, how many paragraphs is there in our HTML document? Apply same styles for all paragraphs. Suppose div element is there, two div elements. Okay, sample div 1 and another div element, sample div 2. So there is a two div elements. I want to apply same styles for these two divs. Use element name div. Okay, and a text color. Text color is this, we can use red color or green color. Refresh this form. Okay, both divs apply same text color. So this is the element selector, and second one is ID selector. Suppose I want to apply different styles for different divs and different paragraphs. Okay, so in that case we can use ID selector. ID selector.html form. Suppose same three paragraphs is there in our document, three paragraphs. So I want to apply different styles for these three different paragraphs. Okay, these three paragraphs. Use style attribute. So we can use this style attribute in head section or in body section, and we can use number of style attributes. Okay, we can use number of style attributes. You can use number of style attributes in body or head section. So anywhere we can write CSS styles using style attribute. Style tag. So for this ID selector we have to define ID for paragraphs P1, ID P2 and ID P3. So now these three are different paragraphs and different IDs also. So using ID selector we can apply different styles for different paragraphs. So use hash symbol to use ID selector. Okay, hash and P1 followed by ID of the element. For ID selector use hash symbol and followed by ID of the element. And now background color. Okay, background color and text color is triple F white color. Now if you run this example, these styles only applied for first paragraph. These two paragraphs are no styles. Okay, see here. So this is the difference between element selector and class selector. So if you want to apply styles for particular paragraph, you can apply using ID selector. If you use element selector, it will apply for all paragraphs. So that's why the ID selector is the important selector in CSS. And next we can write styles for paragraph 2 also. In separate we have to write. Okay, and color we can write triple F or 6 F's. Okay, 3 3. So color code is length 6 characters, hash followed by 6 letters code. So you can find these color codes in Google. HTML color codes. Okay, these are all color codes. So you can practice all these things. So go through this link and practice. And this is the ID selector. And now if we refresh this form, so different background and the text color is white. So upload two different background colors for two paragraphs. So like that we can apply paragraph 3 also. Suppose one div element also is there. Use ID attribute and div1 and sample content in the div. So we can write div1 and the text color is same blue color and border for div element. So 1 pixel and solid border style and red color border. Okay, see here text color is blue color and border is red color border, 1 pixel border and solid style. So I will explain all border styles also. Number of border styles is there: solid, double, okay, grove, ridge. So ID selector and element selector completed, and next one is class selector. Class selector and ID selector both are same, so just we can use class attribute in the class selector, and the difference between ID selector and class selector is class selector is very fast, okay, better than ID. In the real time apply CSS styles using class selector, so the very important thing, and that is very fast and performance is very good. If you use class selector, application performance is very good. Paragraph or div element, use class attribute, okay, and sample content in paragraph in div element. So I want to apply CSS style for div element using class selector. If you use class selector, use dot symbol and followed by class name. So any name you can use, okay, div class. Any name you can mention here, your name also you can mention, and color, text color is red color, and border is 1 pixel border, and solid style and blue style border. So use this class name in development. Okay, use class attribute and define class name. Okay, div class. So that it will apply the CSS these properties to the development. Okay, text color is red color and border is blue border. So that is we have written blue color border and the text color is red color border. So these are the element selectors, ID selector and class selector element selector. So class selector is most important selector in real time. Use ID selector or class selectors in real time. So these three selectors are completed, and final one is I have explained external style sheets, internal style sheets, and inline styles. So how we can write these three, okay, how we can apply styles using these three ways. First one is external style sheets. Suppose I have one HTML document, sample HTML document. So I want to apply styles using external style sheets. One div element and one paragraph, one text box also. Okay, text box, placeholder, ID, txt, name. Okay, text box, div element and paragraph, sample paragraph, and sample div content. Okay, div element, paragraph, and one text box. Use ID div1, and for paragraph ID p1. For external style sheets, we have to create one form with .css extension. Okay, style sheets are already in Visual Studio. We have one option for style sheets. So save this external styles with the .css extension. Again, name is mystyles.css. So anywhere we can use .css extension to save the style sheets. Okay, .css. So that CSS file is created. Okay, here. So I want to apply background color and text color for these three elements, and we don't use style element in this style CSS file. Directly we can write ID selector div1 and background color for div element, okay, blue, and text color is triple F, and div width, okay, 200 pixels, and height also 200 pixels. Okay, div is completed, and use P1 paragraph. Text color is red color text, okay, and there is no height and width for paragraph, just applying text color. And next text box is there, txt name. For text box, background color for text box, uh, just blue, and color is white, or we can use hash triple F. So I have written this CSS for development, paragraph, and text box. Okay, development, paragraph, and text box. Now already explained this syntax in external style sheets. Use link tag to call the CSS style sheets in document, HTML document. So in header section, use link attribute, link element, and href attribute equal to, in href attribute we have to define path for CSS file. Okay, in same folder we have mystyles.css file, so that directly given mystyles.css. And next one is, if you want to give the type attribute, we can give, or in HTML5 we don't need to use type attribute, and use rel, relation attribute, and style sheet. Okay, so this is way we can apply external style sheets for HTML document. So there is a separate file for styles, okay, and we have to call this external styles in head section, or in body section also we can call this external style sheets. So run this form, sample.html form. Okay, sample div content. So div height and width, background color is blue. So here we can see, go to inspect element, okay, div element. For this div element we have written background color is blue, and the text color is white, and width, height, okay, 200 pixel height and width. And next one is paragraph 2, text color is only red color is applied. And for text box, background color is blue and white color. So if we write anything in text box, the text color is white. So this is the way we can apply styles using external style sheets. Always call these CSS files in head section only, okay, and performance is very fast, and class selector is also very fast than ID selector. Suppose one more paragraph is there, So I want to apply same styles for these two paragraph, second paragraph also paragraph. So we can use only directly same ID selector P1. Okay, so run this form. These two paragraphs applied same styles. If you change here, okay, if you change in style sheet form, so it will reflect to these two paragraphs. And this is the external style sheet, and internal style sheets already applied in internal style sheets. So this is the internal style sheet. Okay, in body section or head section, use style tag and write CSS properties using ID selector or class selector or element selector. Okay, this is the internal styles. For inline styles, use style attribute. Suppose div element, I sample content, use style attribute, and the text color is blue color, and border is 1 pixel border and solid, and black color border are okay, black color border. So this is the syntax for inline styles. Use style attribute for div element or any HTML element, and write CSS properties. Every CSS property end with a semicolon. Okay, if you write multiple CSS properties, please end with semicolon. So this is one property, and this is one property. Okay, border property, and this is the uh, text, and this is the value, text to value, and property value, and here CSS style also same. So all these are CSS properties and end with a semicolon. So this is the internal style sheets, external style sheets, and inline styles, and selectors, element selector, ID selector, class selectors. So these are the main important concept in CSS. Anywhere in real time you have to use external styles. Must and should write styles in external files only. Don't write styles in inline styles or internal styles. Okay, in real time must and should use external files only. Don't write styles like this. Okay, the code is not accepted if you write like this. And next concept is transformation. CSS text transformation. Text transformation. So this property is used to specify uppercase and lowercase. Uppercase and lowercase in a text or in text. Suppose one HTML document, text transformation. Transformation.html form, and here two paragraphs. Okay, sample content in paragraph. So I want to display this content in caps letters, total content in caps letters. So use id for paragraph or class, and my class is the class name. Okay, and use style attribute, style element, and class selector is dot my class, and I want to apply this content in uppercase, total this content in uppercase. So use text transformation property. Okay, text transformation property, and here uppercase. Okay, so if you run this, so total content in display in caps letters. So here we have only small letters, and it will display in cap letters. And one more paragraph, and class is my class 1. Okay, my class 1, and second paragraph. Okay, second paragraph, second paragraph. So this is in caps letters. So I want to display this text in small letters. So use dot my class 1 is the class name, and text transformation dot lowercase. Okay, second paragraph. So it will display in small letters. And for suppose one more paragraph is there, so we can copy this total content in this paragraph, and class name is my class 2. So I want to display capitalize. Each word first letter should be displayed in caps letters. Okay, first each and every word first letter display in caps letter. That my class 2 text transformation dot capitalize. Okay, if you use this capitalize property, so each and every word first letter display in uppercase. Class name is wrong here. Okay, see here. First letter, each word first letter display in caps letters. Okay, in uppercase. If you use capitalize property, and suppose I want to apply, okay, for only this word, okay, uppercase. I want to display this only uppercase word in caps letter. So use here span for this. Okay, and for span use id. Okay, upper, and write upper text transformation dot uppercase. Okay, use a span id and write say text transformation property and uppercase. It will only display in uppercase. Okay, so this is the uppercase. So particular word we can display in uppercase, or we can display lowercase, or we can apply cap letters.